Don't be lewd, Hickey.
I can't wait to get the running shoes. Panda, I want to have you... God damn it. Panda, I want you to have these to help you with your task. Yay, potions! Pokemon are weak in the beginning. Don't hesitate to use a potion if you think yours is in danger. Never uses a potion. I don't know
remember, the Nuzlocke rules will be in effect until Pokeballs are received.
Oh, okay.
So these first encounters we get do not count. I mean, if we die, that counts, but the whole catching thing does not.
Okay.
Or otherwise, the first route would always be forfeit, and that would just suck for everyone.
Yeah, that's true. Although I've seen people that have actually done it that way as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do?
I have no idea. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it happens. So you picked a Totodile. That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes too. Sorry?
I was saying, see, if we just started our journey and we...
Discord? Discord machine broke. Are you still there? Okay, we're having some technical difficulty.
I can hear a robot panda.
Okay, it's you weren't coming through at all for me then. That was strange. Yeah, Urchu, we are using the screen share feature in Discord to not only talk back and forth, but so Distranda can see what I'm doing. Otherwise, this would be incredibly difficult because we live nowhere near each other in Britain and public transport is expensive, so yeah. Oh, that's right, why don't you show it to your mom? Maybe I don't wanna. See ya! I like Marl. I like Marl in that it's a Pikachu clone that's not an electric type.
You know what's a better Pikachu clone which isn't an electric type, sir?
Yeah.
Mimikyu.
Although it did gain the fairy typing afterwards, along with some abilities that make it awesome.
True.
Oh, Panda, that's a cute Pokemon you have. Professor Elm must have given it to you. Why are you asking? That's not a question, that's a statement. And yet, it's ended with a question mark.
Well, it depends how she said it, really. Like, Professor Raumeister? That's a question.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. Oh, Professor Helm God damn it. Professor Elm has a task for you, you say? What kind of task? I see. That sounds a little difficult. What, going something like 2 feet away?
It's difficult because of Mr. Pokemon's reputation. He's a known trickster.
Oh, okay. A charlatan of the highest order, eh?
Yep.
But when someone makes that kind of request of you, it must be important. Or they're just too lazy to go themselves. Oh, that's right, I completely forgot. Your Pokegear came back from the repair shop. Here you go. Finally received the Pokegear. Yay, I guess. The Pokemon Gear, or Pokegear, is, as it's often called, is what every trainer should have. Guess what? No one outside of Generation 2 and the remakes ever has one.
Yeah, they just had a really good advertising campaign. It never caught on anywhere else, but in Johto they just knew their audience.
Yeah, and by extension, Kanto after 3 years after the events of Gen 1.
Oh, true.
But yeah, I always find it weird that they built it up to be this big thing, and it's, you know, constantly replaced by something else in the next generation. I mean, I suppose that's just technology in general. More to the question, Or more to the point, why does our character even have one when they're not a trainer and it's at the repair shop?
Now that is a good question.
Yeah. Surely it would have made more sense if it was, oh, I almost forgot, I bought you this on to start you, for you when you started your journey or something, but I know.
Yeah, or if we, I don't know, initially went over to the professors to start our journey and then they were like, oh, by the way, can you mind taking care of this for me?
Yeah.
As opposed to just kind of wandering over there to say hi, getting talked into becoming a trainer, and then...
Yeah. Oh well. Guess what? You can use the Pokegear to make a phone call too. Do you remember how? Yes.
No, not at all. I have no idea how.
She tells you anyway. Just power on the Pokegear and touch the telephone button, okay? The names of the people you can call are automatically registered. Just select one to give him or her a call. Yes, I taught you how to use it. Oh, wouldn't that have been sweet? Wow, I can't believe it's so easy to make a phone call. Japan.
Maybe our mum works for the Pokegear company, and that's why she's promoting it and being like, wow, check out all these innovative new features. She just can't get out of work mode.
Yeah, maybe she's an affiliate or something in that she doesn't actively work for them, in that she goes to work and all the rest of it, but... You know, she
has a vested interest in
she's
company.
She's an influencer. She's a sponsored influencer. She makes YouTube videos about the Pokegear every day.
I play the Pokegear every day.
And cooking tutorials, because why not? I can't think of anything else that the mother characters do in the games aside from in Gen 4. Oh yeah, he doesn't say anything new, does he?
Oh no, it all makes perfect sense. Obviously, what she does is openings of things, and that's why she's always shopping for cool shit.
Oh, yeah, unboxing videos. Actually, how are we establishing this law that actually makes sense? Yes, he's looking through the window at the Pokemon lab, Virtue. And yes, Johto is...
You see, Silver is just on the outside looking in.
God damn it.
It's a second! A second, I say.
What? I didn't expect to be as loud there as I was.
Just completely forgot about this. The thing I forgot about is this. Have it. It's yours. Enjoy.
Yay, we can now phone Professor Elm and leave lewd voicemail messages.
I'll give you my phone number and I'll send you all of these top-notch memes and you'll love it. Do you know the way?
And it's just...
The way to Mr. Pokemon's house.
Oh no, I was expecting something even
It's
stupid.
north.
I was
past Cherrygrove City, you see.
I was expecting something even stupider, like here are all the latest memes, and it's just hours upon hours of, you know, it's just constant, oh really owl memes. Oh, Urchu, Nightbot doesn't like links or lewd stuff, I'm afraid. I thought I made it so that you...
I love it when people fight with Nightbot.
Yeah, I thought I toned it way down. You know, to the point where it doesn't do all that much. Really just sort of... You know, keep tabs on things if something, like, horrible comes up and I'm obviously not paying attention. But no, apparently it's still... And I was also fairly certain that certain people that I know... I made exceptions for, but I'll check that whenever I have a break at some point, and I'll check it before posting link. Oh, I know what it might have been. Actually, Urchu. Sometimes if you type a word, and then a full stop, and then you don't leave, accidentally don't leave a space between the full stop and the next word, it counts it as a link.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I encountered that when I think I tried to do the such and such.exe have stopped working joke, and it thought I was posting links.
Yeah. Like, it's happened to me on one or two occasions on, you know, where I've been typing on mobile and it just hasn't registered the space or something, and yeah, that happens. So I do apologize. The good news is I should be able to easily fix it should it do anything, so in
fact, if it does time you out, I have just untime them out again.
Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of why I also like having a human mod as well, just in case of, you know, bots are great, but, you know, sometimes they can, you know, they can cause issues, you know, for people that, you know, genuinely aren't breaking the rules. And why is it that sometimes I'll be sat there, you know, physically talking and the words just will not come to my head? I know what I want to say, but my mouth won't make the sounds.
Yeah, it's the opposite of verbal diarrhea, verbal constipation.
Yeah, pretty much. How many times did you type it, Pontiff? Because that's the other thing, is it also doesn't like, I think it's any more than 5 of the same characters.
Yeah.
Although, again, it's weird that it didn't recognize the virtue, because, again, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Nightbot. I mean, the first stream back I did after New Year's, it wasn't even active at all, so on my channel I actually had to force it to rejoin.
Yeah, I've had to rejoin it a few times. I think when they update something, it sometimes bugs out.
Yeah. Which is fair enough, I guess. I mean, it's a free service and so forth, so I'm not going to complain. Well, we survived our first battle.
Yep. Shredded that hoot hoot.
Yeah, with lots and lots of scratches.
And now we will fight the same hoot hoot.
And hopefully destroy it in less than 5 scratches. Hopefully. I know what I should do as well, actually, thinking about it. Which I will do in a second. Just a second.
I like Hoot Hoot.
Okay.
Hoot Hoot was a good Johto Pokemon. There's a lot of Johto Pokemon I like.
Yeah. Generation 2 was pretty good for the new Pokemon, I gotta be honest. I mean, there's not one generation that I dislike, if I'm...
Black on White. Black on White did nothing for me.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Like, I can kind of understand what they were going for. And I did enjoy the fact that with Black and White, they kind of force you to use Pokemon that you're unfamiliar with.
Like, it was interesting in the sense that I found myself on numerous occasions being like, now what type is this thing? Like, when facing new Pokemon. And that was interesting.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, Steam, if you could close, that might help my CPU.
And it became all the more mocking that it's like, hey, a lot are actually in the game, but you can't get to them until the post-game.
Yeah. Again, I didn't mind. I know that was a major bugbear for some people, but I liked that it forced you to learn the new Pokemon, you know, as opposed to just relying on your old favourites again. Yeah,
and there is something to be said for that, but I don't know, they didn't have any Pokemon which I really wanted to use, aside from Bisharp. Bisharp was pretty badass.
Gothitelle?
True, Gothitelle was nice. I do like Gothitelle. But Bisharp and Gothitelle is not a team.
Yeah.
And like...
I also do question the choice to make the Tepig line firefighting again, because it does not look like a fighting type.
I mean, I guess Snivy was fine. Like, the Snivy superior line.
I quite liked Oshawott as well. Again, I didn't dislike any of the starters, but that's not unusual for me.
I disliked Tepig. Tepig looked trashy to me. But honestly, I felt that way about Litten as well. When I saw what it turned into, I was like, eh.
I don't know why I used Water Gun there. I could have used Scratch. Oh well. I'm not fully paying attention. I apologise. What else can I turn off to save my CPU a little bit? Oh, Spotify is still running.
Okay, that can go.
Yeah,
Discord has to stay.
Yeah, Discord and OBS have to stay open. Notepad has to stay open. And Desmume
has to stay open.
Yeah, they're actually taking up the most. And I guess Safari's not really doing anything. So, again, apologies for the on-air troubleshooting, but okay.
I'll just read experts from the chat. Hoot Hoot is so coot. Got it. Instead of cute, coot. So die to the hoots.
I'm not sure if you're aware, Urchu, but a coot is actually a disgruntled and unpleasant old man in British and American slang.
Or it could be referring to a bandicoot, like Crash.
Yeah. Although I probably personally count that as an apostrophe coot. But that's just me. Again, stickler for grammar and all that. I don't even necessarily know why. Like, it doesn't bother me when other people get things wrong, but for me, myself, it's like, no, you have to correct it.
So I'm suspicious that we might be ending up...
We might be ending up where?
With a Hoot Hoot on this route.
Yeah.
Which I am totally cool with, because Noctowl is a pretty cool Pokemon.
Yeah, I quite like Noctowl. It's just a shame they didn't make it a Psychic type as well, but...
Yeah, I think Psychic was still pretty broken in Gen 2.
Not as broken.
I know not as bad as Gen 1, but...
Yeah. There's, adding a special defense stat and the Dark type did help a lot. Yay, creepy old man.
You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. I can see that inexperience in your eyes, but that's okay.
Yes, I do look like
a rookie at some point.
I do look like a deer in the headlights. I feel like it too.
If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Follow me. I will show you some things. Ah, I got you with my startling speed, didn't I?
The boots of blinding
speed. I forgot
speed.
you weren't wearing any shoes. Why aren't you wearing shoes, child?
I'm wearing 5-inch platforms, okay?
I'll move as slowly as possible, but it's difficult to contain my startling speed.
Have you ever heard of the boots of blinding speed in Morrowind?
I have not.
They're basically these boots that they give you a huge boost to your speed stat, so you move a lot faster, but they also blind you. Unless you create or come across something that counteracts the blindness, and yeah, it's just really creative stuff in Morrowind, and I wish that in previous, subsequent games they hadn't nerfed the magic system so much.
This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon sometimes, but not all the time, but they're free. And that's the most important thing of all.
Free Pokemon healthcare, but 300 yen for, no. It's not yen, is it? But it's almost yen.
You pay for it in your Pokemon taxes. Next stop.
I'm 12, I don't pay taxes.
This is the Pokemon. They sell balls and other things, but mostly balls, if we're honest. They're like 80% balls.
Oh, yeah, actually, that was the next thing that came up.
This is Route 30. Mr. Pokemon lives up there. Right turn. You should go visit him sometime. Like immediately. Everyone should visit Mr. Pokemon.
Oh, Discord, I wish you wouldn't keep cutting out. Oh, yeah, Mr. Pokemon. How many times have you played this?
I'm winging it. I just know games well.
Fair enough. Also, yeah, Pontiff Noctowl is good at the start, but not so much as you progress.
This is the ocean. Sometimes I come out to the ocean and stare out at the waters and hum to myself, "Ocean man, take me by the hand."
Oh, I was expecting you to say sometimes I just sit in a big chair and stare out at the water, and anytime someone comes near me, I just use my giant evil staff thing to point it towards the water and grunt.
That's nonsense. If I did that, I wouldn't have this blistering...
blistering speed?
Blistering speed. My house. I live here. You could live here. But this is my house.
Not if I buy it from under you.
Up with me. Have some shoes.
Ew. They're still warm.
I'll give you my shoes. They're warm. Ha ha ha. I got you. It was just a prank, bro. I have some fresh shoes for you.
Social experiment, just a prank.
Those are running shoes from the guy gent.
I hate that so much when people just go, do something that's absolutely abhorrent and then it's, oh no, it's just a prank, or I'm just memeing, or I'm just shitposting. Like, no, that's not a valid excuse.
Yeah, it never is. But it does totally happen.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't find it as annoying as I do, but I do. Yay!
Oh, we gotta heal Hickey, because Hickey took a beating from them owls.
I'm glad you reminded me.
It's not funny that I have the same shoe size at all. It's a very real issue, Pontiff. My feet haven't grown in years.
Well, in Japan they had that thing with, or it might have been just Asian cultures in general, where small feet were considered beautiful, and as a result they would break female babies' feet and then bind them so they wouldn't grow. Quite disturbing, actually.
It is, but then again, if you also look back at English culture, you've got a case of lightening their skin with lead and poisoning themselves.
Oh yeah, Europe in general had some really stupid things. Funnily enough, actually, in Pem's stream, last stream, he was playing Dishonored as his second game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a steampunky otherworld type dealy, but the concept of jelly deals came up, and it was sort of, no, that's not actually a London thing. Like, that's not a weird fantasy thing. That's something that was a thing in Victorian London and still damn it.
It still is a thing as well.
Yes.
I remember my granddad was saying Gloucester Docks which does it, and I was kind of curious to try it, but I never got around to.
You're gonna have to repeat that because it cut off.
My granddad was saying a while ago that there's somewhere in Gloucester by the docks which did jellied eel, and I was kind of curious to try it, but I never got around to.
I can't imagine it being that pleasant, if I'm perfectly honest with you, but I don't like jelly anyway.
Me neither, generally.
Yeah.
But it's something which I would like to try, just so I know.
Yeah. Because I kind of... Can you buy Pokeballs yet? I don't think you can, but I'm going to check anyway.
I don't think you can till you return, but yeah, check.
No.
Pokeballs are not available. The Nuzlocke has not yet begun.
But potions.
We've not used our potion yet, so I think we're good for the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, it's not even necessarily just the, like the flavoring or anything like that. I just cannot stand the texture of jelly.
I made it. It's so hard without my shoes. I forgot one thing. This is another token from me. Take it. The guardian loaded the map card onto Pandler's Pokégear. Pandler's Pokégear can now show the town map.
Unwanted contact.
Take my DLC.
Actually, the way the gaming industry is going, it wouldn't surprise me if that wouldn't end up being the next thing that games just especially I can see someone like EA and Activision doing it, where they just automatically install the DLC regardless, without your consent, and then charge you for it anyway.
Here's what I remember. There was a game where initially it was just like you took like a few steps like right or something, and then it was just like to actually get through the game you constantly had to find in-game money and go to the store to buy DLC to put other content into the game.
That is so bullshit.
No, I mean you didn't spend real money, you just had to find money in the game to buy in-game DLC.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's not so bad, but it's still kind of scummy.
It was really funny. I know it's like one of the philosophies you had to go to the store and buy like the battle system DLC so you could fight a dude.
or was that like the whole gimmick?
That was the whole gimmick. That like originally the game had nothing and you had to constantly find in-game money and go to his in-game shop to buy more DLC to work your way through the game.
Again, Discord kind of cut out a little bit, so I missed part of what you said. So it was just kind of, here's this game that, and then nothing, and then you're not allowed to do anything but buy DLC.
Yeah.
You came here looking for Mr. Pokemon's house. You did mean You
came to the wrong neighborhood.
I actually accidentally skipped over his first line, but oh well. You did mean to visit my house, right? No. How kind of you. Do you have any apricorns? Apricorn trees bear fruit once a day. I have one of those trees too. Apricorns are really something. You can make Pokeballs and other things. I wonder what the other things are.
Nothing.
They're quite useful.
No, they're not. You're a liar.
Well, you can make decorative Pokeballs out of them, I suppose, if you're not a trainer. And conkers, maybe?
You know what you can make out of them with minimal crafting skill? Trash.
Yeah.
They make really good trash.
Just splat them on the floor or up against windows. I have a feeling this is meant to be. I'm so happy that I'll give you this. Apricorn box, hooray, I guess.
It's literally a trash can.
Unless you go to Kurt and make him make Pokeballs for you. It's only once a day, isn't it, with him?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Kurt makes some fantastic Pokeballs, but like only a couple at a time, depending on how many matching apricorns you have, and it takes a day.
I put the Gurn apricorn in the apricorn box.
My Gurn apricorn.
Yeah, it does sound like some strange archaic word that is no longer used anymore for, I don't know, spleen or something.
A Spinarak.
I like Spinarak. They're really cute. I quite like Ariados as well. Just a really good design. Just a shame that bugs still weren't very viable in Gen 2.
Well, except a few.
Scyther and Pinsir, right? And Scissor.
Heracross. Heracross.
Oh yeah, Heracross. Yeah.
Golden Child.
I forgot about Heracross. I don't know why.
Mr. Icon one-shot Mewtwo.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
Or is that...
Heracross's Mega Horn can easily one-hit KO a Mewtwo in Gen 2.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that made Heracross pretty infamous, like, from the get-go.
That's fair enough. 'Cause I know a lot of, especially in Generation 1, a lot of people just kind of created a team that wasn't all that strong and just hid them behind Mewtwo, and they level, a level 100 Mewtwo and the level 100 starter, and that was it.
Yeah,
Myself included, but that was more because I didn't understand the game.
I didn't do that because, like, by the time I got to Mewtwo, I had already kind of built my team.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't use Mewtwo, but I did use, I did just pretty much use my starter for everything, which was a nightmare when it came to doing the Elite Four.
And again, my Gen 1 experience was really wonky, because on my initial run, I ended up, well, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I ended up trading my starter for a Haunter.
Oh.
So my run of the game was with, like, essentially a Gengar acting as my starter.
Fair enough.